Hello, everybody, and welcome to the RAMCAST. I am your host, Savannah, with our host, Casey, and we have our lovely guest.
Brynlee.
It's great to meet you, Brynlee, no last name.
Thomason.
This is kind of a mini RAMCAST episode that we figured we'd do real quick since we didn't get a ceramics person for Scholastics. Some of the questions will be the same, some will be different. Either or, this is to mainly focus on our lovely ceramics student, Brynlee, and the work that she did. We'll start with really easy softball question. What is Scholastics?
Scholastics is an art competition where people enter their work hoping to win awards. I think there was 10 high schools that entered their work into the Cedarhurst Scholastics this year.
Okay, so following up to Scholastics, who can enter and how?
Any person in high school can enter, and just whatever work, they go into the Scholastics website, they upload their picture, they put their dimensions, and for ceramics we had to weigh them, and we had to list what things we used, like tools and what it was. Like I put ceramics and then glass because that's what the glaze is.
So, what type of art did you make?
I made a ceramic cake.
That
Yummy.
Sounds delicious. Oh my
Sounds
gosh.
actually super good.
Okay, why did you create your art, and is there a story behind it?
There really wasn't much of an inspiration. It kind of just started as a joke, like, what are we gonna make? And everyone was like, let's make desserts. So that's what we made.
I mean, it was kind of cute because there were a couple of other people who made them. Like, there was some ice cream and, was it just like the ice cream and the cake one that got in?
Only the cake and the ice cream got in, but there was a bunch more from Mount Vernon that we made, just those ones didn't get accepted.
Didn't you guys make cookies?
Yes.
Oh my
There was
gosh.
cookies, there was a pie slice.
I saw those when I was after school.
My favorite ceramic one by far was not only the sweets, because it's a tie between these ones, but the sweets that you guys made, and then whoever made the cafeteria food.
Yes.
Katie Fisher.
Oh my gosh, Katie did such a good job on that. Like,
Yes.
definitely deserved to be in the museum, 1,000,000%.
I love that one, yeah.
So, ceramics is an interesting art form because you need to have like a kiln and a whole bunch of other things. So, what are the techniques and difficulties that do come with ceramics?
There's so many techniques, like literally, I haven't even done all of them. There's coiling, hard slab, soft slab. There's the basics, but then there's just so many more techniques that go into it. My favorite's probably, I like wheel throwing a lot, but I don't have a favorite really technique. Recently I've been doing throw and alter, which I throw it and then I alter the shape off the wheel, and that's kind of how I did my cake. The actual shape I threw on the wheel and then I added to it, like the icing and everything.
Yeah.
It's just an afterthought add-on kind of.
Like that, like all those cheesy rom-coms do, where it's like a guy holding on to a girl. Now I'm gonna teach you how to use this, and then they make some kind of blob, and you're like,
Bob Ross who?
yeah, you're like, huh? What's that? Is that? I don't know what that is. Well, listen, if a guy ever did that with me, I'd just be like, uh-huh. You did great, buddy.
Okay, did you receive an award?
I got a gold key and an American Vision nominee.
Can you go into more detail on what the American Vision Award is?
So 5 people are chosen, and they're considered best of show, and they send these 5 pieces to an art museum in New York. I forgot what it's called. But
I said it yesterday, but I can't remember it now.
I think it starts with a C, but I can't remember. And then they
Carnegie Hall. That's what it is.
They send them there, and then they choose out of the 5 a piece that they're going to put in their museum, I think, for just a little bit, and then you get the chance to go down there if you're chosen. So it's really big. It made me look at my piece differently after I got chosen.
Well, I'd say it's a giant, giant honor.
Yes.
And it's incredible that you're going to be able to go there and actually represent our school, which could be kind of smaller since they do or our school could technically be called a smaller school as compared to some of the maybe bigger schools that have another select 5 that came in and are doing the same thing and stuff like that,
Yeah.
since this is a like worldwide competition. Oh shoot, my notes went away. No, we need these.
Did you expect to get the reward?
No,
award you
not
got?
at all. I was just hoping my piece would be entered, really. But that was the only piece I entered. Next time I plan to enter a few more, but that's the first time everything's like that.
You say next year. Then what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
I have quite a few pieces for senior year to enter. A lot of them got finished right at the cutoff for Scholastics.
I think that happened to a lot of people because I've heard from some of them they made some of their best art pieces like
Yes.
the day after, and I'm like,
Have you seen the art display down there?
yes, some of them
The
are
water fountain and
gorgeous.
stuff. I made the water fountain and then the big face, and then the rainbow 3 figures right when you walk in. Those 3 are mine too.
Those are really pretty. You're very good with your sculpture pieces.
Thank you.
What would you say to somebody who wanted to compete but was super, super anxious or didn't think they'd get anywhere with it?
Well, just start off, ceramics is honestly so stress relieving. If you just give it time and are slow with it, it's really so much fun. And if you put effort into it, anything can turn out really good. So,
Can
just
it be
try.
stressful though?
I mean, yes, it's stressful with time management because if you don't wrap your piece right, it'll get too dry and then it's hard to do stuff too. So you just gotta keep it at the right stage of clay for as long as you can, really. Leather hard is where you need to keep it, and if it gets too dry, then it starts cracking, and then that's just a pain.
So it sounds like there's a lot of bumps in the road with
Yes.
ceramics. I guess trying to figure out a way to word this. How did you grow with ceramics? How did you start out and kind of where you've come so far with it?
Well, I'm honestly not a very patient person, and I feel like ceramics has helped me become more patient with it. The wheel, you have to be so slow. Any sudden movements, you're gonna mess it up. The strawberries on my cake took forever. All the little dots and everything, and I had to hollow them out. That took so long. So just patience.
For my follow-up, well, for the last question, I would say, what advice would you give to people that want to improve on their art?
The more time you put into it, the better it'll be. If you do it really quick and expect it to be good, it's probably not going to be good. Just a lot of effort and time.
So put in that patience that you've gained from ceramics,
Yeah.
put it into art, and you'll definitely get somewhere.
Yes, hopefully.
So that was our mini RAMCAST episode. I know it's a little short and a little on the quick side, but figured it'd be pretty nice little way of doing it. I am your host, Savannah. This is our host, Casey, and then our lovely guest,
Brynlee Thomason.
So we hope you guys have a great night and support your local artists in high school. They're doing great. They're stressed. They're doing it.
Yes.
Are we good?
Okay,
What was those hand motions?
we're not supposed to, are we?
Guys need to learn sign language.
Landry's over here like.
Look at it up!
Like the people who